can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another fun, exciting edition of Battle of the Sexes. As you can tell, I'm starting the show with just one guest like we have been lately. I'm your host, Dave Swan. Nikki will be here in a little bit. And our guest right now is extreme being goth comedian Mark White.
Does that mean I've won the battle?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay,
That's
good.
like the secret challenge is usually like whoever shows up first.
Right. Punctuality. Guys usually, yeah, because it doesn't, well, me, it takes a little longer, but most guys, it takes nothing. To put on your Spider-Man shirt and your hat didn't take that long.
It took about like 5 minutes to even shower. Like, that's pushing it.
Right.
But yeah, so you have another show on the network too. It's called Dark Mark Show,
It's
right?
the Dark Mark Show. It's on every Thursday, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's the lighter side of the dark side.
Oh.
My co-host is Josie Cat, punk singer, fetish model, and we always have... Last week we had the punk band Man Ray and Lacey Edwards, who is the set decorating, Emmy Award nominated set decorating buyer for Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, shit.
And she brought cannolis right from the set of Sons of Anarchy.
She
And
left the gun, though, right?
No, there's no gun. Everything was fine. Yeah, so my co-host started licking and sucking the cannoli. Powdered sugar was going right in her cleavage. You got to hear it. You got to see it. You don't get candy around Josie Cat. I was telling you about the 420 special. We had chocolate eggs, and she was seductively licking and sucking the chocolate, the cream filling out of the chocolate eggs.
It sounds a little... And you can find that on iTunes and also on skidrowstudios.com, right?
Absolutely.
Attaboy.
Well, it's funny because we were just... Ginger just left, and she, without a doubt, has the most extreme show, not only at Skidrow Studios, but of all of internet and everywhere. But
I've done it. You've done it. Nikki's done the show.
It's always something. I got to... Nina Hartley gave me a hand job, and that's a great streak breaker, by the way.
Oh,
if you're going to break a streak, having a legend
Hartley,
like that touch your penis, that's a good
pretty
one.
much every high schooler's, and well, not necessarily high schooler now.
Yeah, not now.
But like when you're growing up, you're like, he goes, Jenna Jameson was my generation,
Right.
and I'm assuming like you were right on that brink of like when it started to switch a little bit.
Yeah, it's sort of. Yeah, I'm still actually one of the few porn movies I have is Jenna Jameson. It's funny because I've had porn stars on my show. Sasha Grey was on my show. I guess for this generation, that's a legend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just know I really don't know names anymore. Like,
right.
Jenna Jameson was the last one, and I know a couple others just because I have mutual friends now.
Right, because I don't masturbate to porn. I masturbate to like Lifetime movies and
right, because you just
Elvira, things like that. Vampires, that type of thing.
You're like, I don't really get off on the actual action. I get off on the emotion now. You're more of a story guy at this point.
I'm a story. Well, I've always been kind of a story guy. I was always. It never took that much to really set me off, but I did have actually. I had a porn star a few weeks ago, Scarlet Red, but she was blonde, which was very weird.
Did the carpet match the drapes on that one?
The carpet didn't. It wasn't Ginger shows. The carpet didn't come out, but she apparently when she comes, she gets. Or well, I don't know what I can say on this show, but when she has an orgasm, she turns bright beet red. And then we had a true redhead porno star a couple months ago, Rose Red.
Oh, all right.
Who did a porno movie, Yoga for Lovers.
I'm listening.
And she does yoga. She does the, if you want to do a yoga workout with a nude woman, you can do that. Or you can watch her having sex in yoga positions.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And I hadn't seen a porno movie in a long time. I still have I've got two somewhere in the collection, which is a Jenna Jameson one that somebody gave me, and Bridget the Midget, which I bought with my ex-girlfriend. And I probably watched that, and something about midgets is nice.
It was my high school scavenger hunt. Like, it was one of those things where all the seniors were just like, screw it.
Right.
It was one of the things on there was midget porn.
Right.
And we're just like, and the only thing anyone knew was Bridget the Midget.
She's the queen.
Oh yeah, I think the person who put the list together just went with all the stuff that he could find.
Right.
Like sitting around his apartment. Like one was a bra from one of the girls' schools around us. Another one was like one of their skirts or something.
And ironically, I ended up dating Bridget's best friend, who was not
a midget?
No, Clown Monroe, the clown Marilyn Monroe, who I met on this show. So in Skid Row Studios, she came to do the show, and we went out on Valentine's Day. It was a lot. We actually went to Jumbo's Clown Room.
I love Jumbo's.
Right. Well, you haven't enjoyed Jumbo's Clown Room unless you walk in there with a clown. Then you rule the place. And the free drinks, the girls are all over you. Well, please, you're coming in with a clown.
I'm rethinking my Jumbo's experiences now.
Right.
Like, we've had Tanya on before, too, from Jumbo's Clown Room.
Well, here's the thing. This is the first time I've ever been to Jumbo's Clown Room. But I figured, when in Rome, I'm with a clown. I might as well go. But
go big or go home.
I'm not a big strip club guy either,
I used to not be, but it's like kind of lately I'm just, once in a while my buddy's like, let's go. It was Jumbo's is what's got me into it, really.
Really? Okay. Because I heard all the stories. I heard, girls with one leg, girls with penises, weird stuff. And I saw it's just the same, and plus every strip club, all the girls have like bad tattoos. Now that used to be the thing at Jumbo's, they had the bad tattoos. Now every club has the bad tattoos, the bad piercings. And there was a girl that was actually slightly overweight, which was kind of novel. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, the girls who worked there though are just like insane.
Right.
Like the last time I went to a strip club was Deja Vu in Hollywood because my buddy's like, I'm paying for your entrance. We're going.
Right.
I'm hungover. It's not. I don't feel. He goes, I'm paying for you. I'm giving you 31s. I go, all right.
Yeah.
And we went in there, and I just, you know what? I kind of just don't like going because of the he's like, do you want to dance? And then walk away. But like when I see one of the girls like hustling, she like just is bullshitting and doesn't really give a shit.
Right.
That's when I'm like, oh, all right, you know what? I'll get a dance. And like this one girl tatted up like borderline suicide girl, and I just bullshit with her. And I go, all right, you know what? Neither me or my buddy have gotten a dance from you, but you keep coming back to us after we've been here for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Right. So screw it. I'll just get a dance from you. Mm-hmm. And it was funny because she just screwed around the whole time. Like it was just goofing, you know what I mean? Not like...
Yeah, so she didn't take it seriously. It's all up. She led you up and then didn't finish the job.
No, I appreciate that more. I was just laughing. I go, yeah, I see you hustling like all night. She goes, well, rent's due tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, smart girl.
Right. And this is a man's show now. We're talking about strip clubs. But I will tell you, I do like Suicide Girls. I like that.
I've started to get into that look, like they kind of tatted up a little bit.
Well, I'm not talking about the website. I like girls that are suicidal. That's I do very well with them. But no, I
feel like you hate yourself. Don't worry, when I get done
I hate
with
myself
you.
too. Yes.
It's like a nice little mirror. You see me and you a little bit.
Yeah, so I like to masturbate alone, and because I'm usually crying at the time.
Well, usually everyone likes to masturbate alone.
Yeah, no, you'd be surprised. I was actually in Hollywood recently, and I was walking a girl home, and Andy Dick pulled out his.
I've seen that.
Right. No,
was it on like Vine or Cahuenga or something?
Were you there? Because this
is a couple years ago when I first moved out here. I saw like
I guess it's a nightly thing for him when he's drinking because he just and I met the guy. I did a show. I did a show with Flappers and another show at Comedy Store with him. So I like he comes up. He kind of rushes up to us, and I thought he like recognized me. Pulls out his penis, starts whizzing on the sidewalk. Look at my cock! Look at my cock! I'm like, I'll pass, thanks. And apparently it's not that impressive. So
I just remember I'm like driving, I'm dropping a buddy off at that like pay or pay, or I'm going to Dylan's down when it used to be Dylan's.
I remember, yeah.
And I'm like I see a guy walking towards the street with it like pulling his dick out to piss. I'm like, I think that's fucking Andy Dick.
There you go.
And I was telling my buddy, he goes, I don't know who the fuck Andy Dick is. I'm like,
yeah, well, that's the reason because he does things like that. He had a career. And once he's sober, he's a very talented, very nice guy. When he's drunk, he's apparently the biggest asshole in the world. I don't know. I
went to one of my buddies had a 4th of July party. Do you know David Taylor?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know how he used to always have the parties like every holiday?
Right.
I left one of them, and I guess Andy Dick showed up later, and then I was at the Comedy Store that night, and Don Barris is there, and Andy Dick, he's going on about how Andy Dick took a shit on David Taylor's driveway.
Wow.
I was just, right?
In front of Don Barris, who will tell those tales.
Yeah.
He loves to tell those stories.
Oh, yeah, and he'll probably be doing it on stage.
He lives for those stories. But yeah, the weirdest thing is when you tip a girl. One time I was in Vegas, and this is, I was maybe 2021, I was waiting tables. And I didn't have, I hadn't hit the ATM. And I had like this bucket full of change that I was going to change and use to gamble and things. It was like I saved my change for like 6 months. It was like $200, right? So we're in a strip club. It's the Tender Trap in Las Vegas, so it's a classy place.
I'm assuming it's not like one of the ones. The last time I was there, I went to Sapphires, And I think before that, we went to this really god-awful,
Right.
off the strip, off.
That might have been it, but I don't think it's called Center Trap anymore. But anyway, but we went there during the day. My friend's like, hey, you want to go to a strip club? And it's like, we're the only people in there besides the dancers. So we have personal attention. So this woman, she's sitting there, and then she slapped her ass just for fun. And I loved it. I was like, yeah, do it again. I started slapping my hand on the table, right? She slapped her ass so raw red. Unbelievable. And then at the end, she's like, all right, where's my tip? I'm like, well, I only have quarters. So I tipped her like $5-10 in quarters. And then the next girl, because we're the only ones there. So
Right.
she's like, yeah, here, give me the quarters. It's hard to put in the G-string, but we figured it out. And then there's this other girl.
Well, they got a quarter slot there somewhere.
Yeah, she figured out how she lit a cigarette with her boob. She put a match on her nipple and lit. Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting.
No, I saw a video where one of my buddies was like, here, look at this. It was one scumbag buddy.
Right.
But it was one girl, one cigarette. And she was lighting the cigarette with her downstairs.
Oh, I've
there.
seen that. Well, see, that's the thing about
And
jumbos.
it sucked it right back in. You're like, I don't need to see that again.
Well, that's the thing about jumbos is because there's nothing that's going to shock me because the first strip clubs I ever went to, because I lived in San Diego, we used to go to Tijuana.
Yeah, where pretty much.
That way, smoking in your vagina is mandatory. I mean, it's just.
Well, yeah.
It's the stuff I've seen. You have no opening a beer bottle with your vagina. Have you ever seen that?
No, I have not.
In Tijuana, you will. When you can,
I just got my passport card, and my buddy's like, all right, hold on to that. We're going to Tijuana the next
Exactly.
month. I'm like, God damn.
when you can, I mean, you know, I've seen women solve Rubik's Cubes with their ass. It's just crazy stuff.
That is a smart ass.
It is very
I did
smart.
not mean to pun that one.
She didn't have to peel the stickers off or anything. She just, it was a really, there are so many more stories that I would tell, but I'm not going to tell.
Why not?
Oh, they're even too rough for this. I don't know. I don't want to turn off any females that I don't think any females are listening right now.
It's probably a good possibility they're not
Right.
listening at the moment.
Right.
They might listen like later.
I went
on
to
the downloads.
I went to a bachelor party. I apologize to every female and every decent human being that's listening to this podcast right now.
They're not listening at this point.
Right. But if you enjoy the story, I encourage you to check out the Dark Mark Show.
Thursdays at 8 p.m.
Thursdays at 8 p.m. because we set women on fire. We've electrocuted women. I'll tell you about it. So anyway, I'm sitting there, and I hate to do it, but I'm always goaded into it, sitting right by the stage. So the way the seating arrangements came, I'm sitting by the stage. My friend's getting married. We're chatting, and all of a sudden I feel drips on my head. And I'm looking around like, where is the plumbing? I look over. This woman is sticking her finger and flicking it at me. It's what I call the shower of death. It's really weird. And, I was like, well, wait a second. Now, I'm not really sure what to tip for gonorrhea. I'm not really sure and did she think this is a turn on? Is this something that is like a sexy move in Tijuana? I don't know. I apologize to our producer, too. This is the worst. I don't want to.
Is Cheyenne your normal
Cheyenne,
producer?
no, Cheyenne has sat on the show a couple times, and she's seen a few things.
I'm just using her as the gauge right now of what's like a.
Well, she's laughing, so maybe I should keep telling these stories.
You're putting me on the spot, so I'm laughing out of nervousness right now.
She was chuckling before, but yeah, I'm trying to think of the last show she worked, but it was interesting. They had for my
This
show.
might be the last one she works for either.
It was the makeup artist.
Oh yeah, you were here. That was a great show. Yeah,
That's the person who's late is also a makeup artist.
We had Sig Neutron, who was on Sci-Fi Channel's Face Off.
Oh, cool.
And he has his girlfriend Randy Rattle, who has a website as well, Bizarro Go-Go. And Amazon Eve from American Horror Story called in. It was an all-star cast.
Oh, nice.
It was a great show, and it was actually kind of touching. It was Amazon Eve actually admitted that she was born a man.
Isn't that the one of her? I think I know who that is.
Well, it's out now. Have you seen the new American Horror Story?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then you wouldn't know who she is. But maybe you've run into her because she's done some comedy. She's 60, the world's tallest model. She's 6'10" and bare feet.
Okay, I think I'll talk to you about it later. But I think I know something about.
No, she was born a man. It's out now. It's out
No.
now.
I didn't know. I knew that part. If it's who I think it is.
But I saw her doing comedy at one time. I said, you have to be on my show because my show is
course.
perfect for you. And But I remember when I first
The
got
lighter side of dark.
exactly when I first got to Skidrow Studios, it was interesting because Nestor Rodriguez follows me, another great comic, and just to see him and his crew go into the booth every week and just look at me going, "The fuck is he doing now?" My third show, I had this guy Doc Shock, and please look this up in the archives. He goes to fetish clubs and uses an electric wand on women. And so he electrocuted everybody in the studio. We had quite an assortment of beautiful women, including Ruru the clown.
You and these clowns.
It's something. I know a bunch of hot clowns. What can I tell you?
I might need to hang out with you more often because
Right.
I have this thing for just people who can beat me up or clowns. I don't know what it is at this moment.
It's funny because we're talking about Halloween and a lot of people are scared.
Yeah, that's
of
one of the
clowns.
reasons you love this month.
I love it.
You had the makeup already.
Oh yeah, no, this is nothing.
What made you just do the one instead of like both?
Well,
of them?
I was thinking of doing the crow thing,
Right,
and I've also done the, the stripe around the eyes. If you go on my website or go on YouTube, there's an old video of me a few years ago with the whole stripe. I look like the Lone Ranger 8 Tano. It's really weird.
It's my co-host Bane / Nikki Bernal.
Oh, hello, Bane.
Atta girl.
Do you feel in charge?
That is my favorite line. I love that line of that
Do you
movie.
feel in charge?
Judge.
Oh, you do a lot better than I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's just how he lightly puts the hand right there. You missed all the fun
you feel in
fetish
charge?
stuff we've been talking about.
Well, not.
Yes.
Judge.
Yes. What would happen if I pulled that mask off? It would be very painful for you. Hi, Nikki. Nikki's the reason I'm at Skid Row Studios, oddly enough.
Yes.
I was
I'm
here.
going to take this off. I can talk like that. No, the reason I'm wearing it, I got busted in
Put the muzzle
lip.
back on.
I got busted in the lip at my bar this week. By accident, by a drunk brawl. But
Were you doing comedy or were you bartending or what?
I was bartending.
Okay.
And
That'll
you
happen.
just you overserved someone and they wanted to cut you off?
No. It was at the end of the night. Some people were just trying to get out of the bar and were literally like fighting their way through, and I got elbowed.
So you're gonna be wearing the Bane mask like every day. Forget Halloween.
Yes. Yes.
She's
It's
like,
finally
just
healing.
very convenient.
It's just scarring. It's funny listening to myself on the mic.
I'm sure.
Like this.
This is because they had to redub his voice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're like Christian Bale. Everyone got used to that in the first one.
Cheyenne.
Nobody got used to that. Yeah. By the third one, you're like, enough with the growling. Come on.
I bet Cheyenne is wanting to kill me right now. Oh, man.
Oh,
Where's
no,
Julia?
Cheyenne was ready to kill me. We were having some very male conversations before you came in
These
here.
are the ones that would make you feel uncomfortable.
Jumbo's
geez.
Clown Room, strip clubs, things like that.
I came in right at the right time.
You did. Thank you for it. Yeah, now there's a little estrogen in the room. This is why I have a female co-host, because I like to balance it out.
Where's Julia?
She was also running late because
Oh,
of
yeah. Traffic was really bad today. But it's funny. What Mark was trying to say is he came in to check out Skid Row Studios when Is Radio was doing their show.
Right.
And he really liked it with me and Mark and Rick. Or
Yeah.
Rob and Rick.
I wasn't on the show then, but
Yeah, Rob.
no, they were. What I don't know if you, Dave, they had a thing when I was laughing my ass off. They were calling Craigslist ads,
Yeah.
trying to hook Nikki up with a guy.
I was Mark's favorite. And a guy called in, remember? But
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, because I had answered to like some massage ad. And Mark and Rob's like, "Who's this?" And I was like, "He's gonna know." Cheyenne like had to put him through to a radio dispatch, you dummy.
Right. Skid Row Studios, hold on one moment.
Hello.
Yeah.
And if you guys are listening and want to call in live, we're at 1-800-893-9562.
Skid Row Studios mail order bride service. Just kidding.
Exactly.
She comes with a mask too.
I do come with a muzzle.
Yeah, it's kind of hot actually.
I made it.
in a weird way.
Yeah.
But then, there's no oral though. That's the thing. Yeah.
Well, there is a little side hole.
Oh well,
As long as you
there's,
got an Asian penis.
I was gonna say mine. Well, I don't think mine
we
would
just
fit
learned
that. Yeah.
we learned a lot more about your guys' life.
I know, right?
Are you dating an Asian? Is that what's going on?
No.
Oh, okay.
Rob DeRoche is my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
The
That's right.
The
Okay.
other co-host.
Right.
Yeah, he dressed up like
Oh,
Batman.
that's right. Yeah, I remember you. You were just starting because the other time we were on the radio together, there used to be a show here called, and actually it was Ruru the Clown.
Yes.
Had a show, Vi's Vortex by Vi.
Vortex by Vi.
Because people come in here and they're like, and you guys are great hosts, but people come in here and they're like, oh, it's so easy. I want to do it. And then
No,
it's like,
not.
no, it's not easy. It's like comedy. It's like, oh, if you if you could do it, I could. Basically they're saying,
just
you're a
let you
fucking
do all the
asshole. I
talking.
could do that, and it's just talking, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, I ended up on Vi's show by accident because somebody had called me from the dispatch.
Right.
Because they had my number on file. And I answer the phone, and they're like, "You called us," and I was like,
Right.
"No, my
But you
phone
stayed for the
rang."
whole show. It was great.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun, yeah. And I don't think you and Vi ever
No,
cross paths again.
I was supposed to be on her show again and yours, and we all get busy.
She was talking about her goth past, by the way.
Yes.
I don't know if you know, Nikki Burnell has a goth past.
I did.
I could
have
see
a
it. The
bad
dark
past.
hair, kind
Yeah.
of New
Almost-
Mexico. Not much to do there aside from hate
New
yourself.
Mexico has Albuquerque, New Mexico has a really good goth
Oh, yeah.
scene.
Oh yeah, we have a very good pagan and goth scene.
Right.
Yep.
Because I performed at a goth festival in Utah. That was interesting.
Was
Yeah.
that the because I was looking over your bio, it was like is the top one you had on there. It was like the
Well,
Oddball Goth Fest.
No, the Convergence Festival is probably the one that I had on top, which I did
Right.
last year in Buffalo, which is the biggest
Goth Festival.
goth festival. And what better place than Buffalo? The most
So my
depressing place in the world.
Oh,
My
seriously.
question is, where's the all right? I used to listen to a lot of ICP in high school.
Right.
I didn't get into the whole juggalo like dressing up, but I
Right,
like
right.
the whole like. Is there much of a convergence between?
So
you
there's some.
guys are
Actually,
like-
it's interesting you used to say that because I've had a lot of people that have looked at my picture and say, "Oh, you kind of look like Violent J" and that type of thing. I think ICP is sort of like when ICP was big, Marilyn Manson was big.
Yeah.
So I think there was a lot of crossover there.
Okay.
Even though really neither one of them were truly goth. Marilyn Manson's more of a metal, although he had sort of a goth look. And
Yeah.
ICP, so it was like, both were kind of like, oh, we'll piss off the parents. But
Right.
the true goth are people,
They stuck with it.
they're sad. They're they're listening to The Cure. They're
You're
listening
saying
to,
this with a giant smile on your face.
I always that's the thing, yeah. And it's funny if you go to a goth club, you'll see a lot of smiles.
Oh yeah, one of my buddies actually, I found out he does go to get like one of the regulars at the bar I work at goes to a goth clubs a lot.
Right.
And I was like, oh, do you know the goth comedian? He's like, I don't.
Oh, he does. I'm sure he's run into me. People, it's funny because people say, oh, I know you. I had a guy on here on my show, Basil Nestor, who actually.
I love Basil.
See, you know him.
Yeah.
Everybody knows him. So he writes for Casino Player magazine.
Yep.
He's a
Okay.
blackjack expert, and he just came out with a line of food.
He's super smart.
He's very smart, and he's got good game.
Oh,
Julia! Come on.
So what would
So
you
the
con-
guy, right
So
now,
smile
the
and style
guys,
now.
the guys won
Okay.
because we were here on
Nice
time.
pass.
Thanks. I made
She
it.
was only
Do
28
I sit
minutes
right
late.
here?
Have a
Yeah?
seat. Yes, please.
Oh my god.
So what would you consider Slipknot?
Slipknot's metal,
Metal. That's what
but
They're a copy off Mushroom Head, though.
well,
it's my Halloween costume. I have to do a Halloween show after this, so I had to dress up.
Oh, okay.
so didn't Slipknot come out before Mushroom Head?
See, I thought Mushroom Head came
And
out
then Mudvayne
before.
was in there too.
Yeah, I love Mudvayne.
See, I like Mushroom. I'm from Cleveland, and that's
Right.
the area that Mushroom Head's from. So that's
Right.
why.
Or Lamb
Like one
of
of my
God.
buddies is like, they just, they didn't want to sign with them, so they just hired a bunch of people that did the same thing.
It's really loud. How do I?
Oh, you can turn the left and right down.
Yeah,
Left and right. Ow.
Oh,
We've
there
been
we
learning about goth culture,
Right.
Tijuana.
And
But
I-
emo's another thing too, because emo's like, I kind of want to be different,
Yeah.
but I kind of want to. I kind of want to be goth, but I don't want to go all the way. So I'll
Right.
just comb my hair in front of my face and get all skinny.
But
and,
I just don't want to wear makeup all day long.
right. I'll wear a
eyeliner,
but a little, not like I have. A little bit. How did I end up with wearing more makeup than you?
Then the makeup-
I
I'm the
have
guy-
no makeup
This is
on.
like the
naturally
weirdest
beautiful.
battle of the
Thanks,
sexes
sweetie.
ever.
That's pretty typical though, because the friends that I have that are professional makeup artists, like that's their job. They're not like the Mac counter girls that have to wear a thick like layer of makeup every day. They do it as a profession, as an art form,
Yeah.
not like, oh, look at me. That's
Yeah.
like very, very Mac counter girl.
But
thing to see
also,
a
if
girl
you have a
makeup.
pretty face like that, you don't need
Why
it.
would you cover it up?
If you have a face like mine,
I like
there's a reason
him.
for covering it up.
Like mine, especially because Dave made me
stop.
put
You're not
the,
making
yeah.
any. You're not wearing any makeup. You look wonderful.
Dave made me put the mask back on. I took it off.
Dave's just being
He's
Dave.
always trying to put a muzzle on a woman.
Yes,
Do
exactly.
you blame me?
No.
Not
Well,
at all.
speaking, muzzle play can be fun too.
Oh,
We've
woo-hoo.
explored some of those things.
been-
Wait,
we've been
Muslim
learning-
play?
Muzzle play.
Muslim
Well, actually, Muslim play sometimes.
Muslim play.
So sometimes a little
You're still covering up the face, but just a lot more is covered up too.
right.
Okay.
A little waterboarding than oral. That's kind of cool too. Yeah.
Waterboarding than oral.
Yeah.
Wow.
Always keep the mouth full. It's kind of one of those things. Sometimes that can work.
Yeah.
But muzzle play,
Julia's like, what did I walk into?
Oh, no, this is
trust
great.
me. Trust me, it'll get worse with her.
What does that mean?
You know exactly what it means.
So judgmental.
Inside jokes. Inside jokes.
Julia is one of the dirtiest people I know, like mental-wise.
But she does it with a smile, and same with Mark. That's what I love. It's not scary.
I'm pretty filthy. I top a lot of men in regards to dirtiness.
In your comedy?
Oh, please.
It's true.
In your comedy?
Please
is it
indulge us.
filthy?
How filthy can you get?
Like, what's your
I'm
filthiest joke?
just going to walk
My
out of the
filthiest-
room during that.
Oh, stop it.
Because we were being filthy. We were talking about strip clubs and Tijuana and all sorts of stuff.
What's your
Also-
filthiest joke?
My filthiest joke. My filthiest joke. I mean, I have filthy sex stories.
Oh.
You know, I haven't done stand up in a long time.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So.
What's your
Well, let's hear a
filthiest
filthy sex story.
I know. I saw Mark's eyes light up.
It's the sparkle
Just
in
a
his
sex story. I don't
eyeliner,
even
too.
care if it's filthy.
Yeah, but
Just give me a sex story.
sex story.
That's
Mark,
funny.
hands
is.
above the table.
They're right here.
I don't know, Swan. You know my sex stories. I tell him everything.
I kind of zone out when she starts talking, to be honest.
I
You
think
zone out when she starts talking about sex?
Yeah, well, I'm getting some big black dick lately. I'm happy
All
about that.
right.
Yeah,
I got a bug for that.
I was honestly really scared because I just got the IUD. Thank you. Yeah, I just got the IUD, so I was nervous that
Ouch. Yeah, that could be like a little slinky
I would
problem.
feel it or it might
yeah.
poke through my uterus, but it was fine. I didn't feel anything.
It was fun.
It wasn't hanging off
She's
the
like,
dick when he pulled out or
Open
anything.
for
Okay.
business. Let's go, kids.
No.
Wow, you're like Monk. It's a gift and a curse that women all tell you their dirty sex stories as a friend.
People feel way too comfortable telling
know.
me things.
Oh, are you the friends one?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
He's the ultimate friend.
No, but you've become so hot. When I met him, he wasn't hot.
She's like, that was in your fat stage,
Is
Swan.
it the beard or
We
the
became friends a long time ago.
This is when he was a tubber and
I
had a lot of
helped make
facial
this,
hair.
though.
Oh, you
Spider-Man
helped him
shirt?
get in
I
shape?
inspired you
You inspired him to
inspired
start,
be the man you are today.
to start juicing and get in shape.
Juicing and knowing. I helped him learn how to get pussy.
Is that true?
She is helpful.
Yes.
It's confidence.
What would a lesson be? Because I could probably use a little help there.
Confidence was one of the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
big
no,
one.
I understand that. And
Oh,
And-
well, now he's overflowing with that.
Yeah. Thank God. It was bad before. He was like a little puppy.
I know.
Ouch.
Oh, jeez. So I went to I went to a bar opening. You're the
Okay.
asshole who took me to a gay bar one
Oh, I
night.
did. Yeah,
She's
but
like-
you're the asshole who let me take off your shirt.
It
What?
happens.
Did you take him to the Abbey and take off his shirt?
No, Mickey's, Ricky's.
Mickey's.
See, these are the inexclusive gay bars that I have no idea
Yeah.
about.
I just know she's like, oh, we're gonna go meet one of my friends, and I'm like, I ought to just assume it's a female friend of hers.
right.
And then she picks
On
me up.
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah, I go,
Well,
where?
there's clue number one.
She goes, where are we going? I'm like, where are we going? She goes, oh, Santa Monica. After she already locked the doors to her car once I was
Wow.
in it. I'm like, wait, are we going to a gay club? She goes, yep. There was a guy with a fucking eye patch on.
Well, that's
I
Go-go
would want to know the
dancers
story behind that
everywhere. Right.
anywhere
That's so
else.
fun, though. The gay bars are the funnest bars to go to.
The best music.
Yeah, best music, best dancers. Nobody cares. They're just having a good time. Nobody's
Yeah.
judging anybody. It's awesome.
Julia was my
and all the
bodyguard.
guys, and all
Well,
the
they
gay
are your
guys.
bodyguard.
They are, but they're doing to us what in other bars they do to you.
But gay guys give girls the best compliments.
Absolutely.
Yes, they
Oh
do.
my God,
And they're
they're
the best dancers.
Yes.
Because the grinding isn't freaky.
Yeah.
You know, it's not uncomfortable.
And they like worship girls that they think
Yeah.
are cool. They're like,
I
oh my
know,
God, oh my God, can I
They
buy you
love
a
my
drink?
move.
Can I buy you a drink?
My moves. Sorry,
Oh
my
my
moves.
God.
Your moves, your
My-
muse.
Sorry, I had a really long night. I did mushrooms for the first time last
What?
night.
What?
Do you have a bad trip?
No, it was great.
I've only done it once and I had the worst trip in the world.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Oh,
it
my
was
God.
awesome. I did it for the first time.
Oh wow.
Well, it was kind of funny because it was like in Palm Springs during like a Labor Day weekend. We had this big pool that had all these colorful lights. And at first it was like so fun and I was having such a great time. And then all of a sudden, like one of my exes grabs me by my foot and pulls me in the pool. And literally, I kid you not, I get out because I was wearing all my clothes. And I'm sitting on the edge of the pool looking at everybody. The water just turns red. Like it just stayed red. And I was mad the rest of the night after that. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah, I just hung out in a loft.
Like, I was just.
Yeah. I feel like I spoke
Had a
to
couple
dead
caps,
people.
had
Yeah.
a couple stems, had a good time.
The trees were all talking to me. They're all liars.
No, I felt like I was talking to Frank Sinatra. Like there was a
Aw.
point where like the music was
See a
playing.
cocktail on the side, guy holding a
The
jacket.
Good Life by Frank Sinatra. I had
Oh,
that
yeah.
on repeat.
Oh, okay.
The best.
That's awesome.
We actually doing it. Cheyenne's like, that actually is a great time. I've done that several
like,
times.
The Good Life.
Start spreading the shroom.
Yeah.
And how long were you doing comedy, or have you been doing comedy?
I stopped doing stand up
2 years ago, right?
2.5, almost approaching 3 years ago.
Right, but when did you start?
When I was 24.
Okay, which was 6 months ago.
He's trying to do
when
the
was that?
math.
No, I'm not trying to do the math. I'm just saying that you've.
So I did it for 6 years.
Okay, so you did it for 6 years, and this is the first time you've done mushrooms?
Yeah.
'Cause they seem to be readily available in the comedy clubs.
I was always scared of them.
Weed, but not
That's why I'm
mushrooms.
afraid to do them.
No,
That's why
it's
it was so random that I did it last night. It was I was
was
hanging
just-
out with
one of your black dicks.
Yeah, was the black guy?
No. A manager of a local restaurant.
Oh, cool. Well,
Yeah.
that's probably why. Those service industry
Right.
people are crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They are. Every bar that I've ever worked at, or restaurant or club that I've bartended at, all the managers are like the party people. They're like, hey, let's
Well,
just
I
go.
manage a restaurant.
And also, it's great that you were saying, managing people are the craziest people in the world.
As I wear a mask and talk shit.
I'm wearing a mask. But
Actually, your gloves will look like the mask when you do that.
Yes. What restaurant do you manage at?
L'Opera, it's a Italian joint in downtown Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
It's really good food.
And we have a lot of listeners, so I don't know how many of your employees know you do shrooms now. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it doesn't matter. No, they all party like crazy
That's
too.
funny.
They're like, we have more respect for our boss now.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I did it. I want to do it again soon.
Yeah, you never know what's going to be in that chicken marsala. If you little trip.
Yeah.
Just take a
Good for
cab
you.
there. Uber it.
Good for you. Discovering mushrooms, black dick. The world is your
I think
oyster
she
now.
discovered
It
that a
is my
while
oyster.
ago.
Ooh, oysters sound good.
I know. Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
oysters. Oh, please.
Aphrodisiac.
Keyword being afro.
Big black dick.
Hello,
I love
yes.
these mics.
Oh, my God.
Like, I've seen bigger.
So
Dave, have you gone interracial?
No, I have not.
Oh,
so
you should.
boring.
Well,
Oh,
not,
my God.
Not by
So
lack of trying.
Boring.
This
Really?
is why I
More
have
is-
the muzzle on. I'm the prude.
You've never gone interracial?
No.
I don't even know what
Really?
race you are, but yeah, that's weird.
I'm scared.
What
just-
ethnicity are you?
I'm Native American, Mexican, Spanish, and Irish.
So you're pretty much just interracial on your own.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
need any more races in me.
Well,
Okay. I love being in. Oh, so and right after this, I am meeting up. I've also discovered Tinder, which I think is hilarious. And I'm hanging out with a really hot Asian guy after this. So we'll see.
Oh, wow.
I feel that's the
Well,
other end of the spectrum for you.
The IUD is probably safe then on that one.
Oh my God.
But we do the big black thing. We got to do the small Asian dick
Yes.
joke too.
Equal opportunity veteran.
Well, no, it
I
was,
have a bucket list. I still haven't found my right Indian guy yet. I haven't found a hot Indian guy.
Indian Native American or Indian Gandhi?
I was just saying,
Both.
probably.
Both.
daughter feather.
How hot would it be if they were kind of combined?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were thinking more of like a little Twinkie
That's like
action.
magical powers.
Right?
Right.
That could be really hot. I wonder if there is that out there.
Yeah.
Did you put a preference on Tinder?
Float smoke trail.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking for someone who's double Indian.
Indian.
Indian
I
squared.
squared. I want an I squared.
I want to eat curry in a sweat lodge. Is there anybody that can help me out?
If you like me, smoke signal me.
Well, surprisingly enough,
ITT Tech for smoke signals is what it comes down to.
Tinder's not working for me. Surprisingly enough.
I get drunk and download and then I delete it the next day when I sober
And
up.
then you always reload it.
Yeah, I get drunk and download it.
Of course, my everybody says I need to change the profile picture, which is me.
Can I see? Can I see?
Me kissing a clown. But
Oh, no.
yeah, that's probably
Is there
not.
any water?
Yeah.
Is there
I
any
think there's some outside. I'll grab it.
Okay.
You guys keep talking.
Actually, I think because I had to reload my phone. I don't think it's on there right now. I haven't been there in a while, but I'll show you the
okay.
picture if you want to see it.
Yeah.
But it's that's
It's all about the profile because you know Nathan Hurd.
She set up my profile.
You know who Nathan Hurd is?
Yes.
Do you know who Nathan Hurd is?
yes.
Yes, he's a
I
friend of
need-
mine.
I need
He's
to have a woman set up my
he's-
profile.
He's a black albino.
Yeah, okay, that's-
and
yeah.
and he wasn't getting any hits. I reset up his Tinder and he started getting hits from women.
Okay.
I made him sound like the biggest, most pretentious douchebag ever. And actually, good
works.
looking women started hitting him up. Yeah.
Says something here,
It's
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's confidence.
So- oh,
You
well,
sound like
let's-
it's
Confidence. He sounded, I called his cock mystical.
Wait,
So on his profile, he says I have a
he's a
mystical
black
cock.
albino.
shake that ass.
So on his profile, it actually says he has a mystical cock.
I said that he was a fetish.
You want to disappoint your parents,
I'm like,
but
if you
still
want this fetish, swipe right.
Well, but the thing about Tinder is almost every woman on there is,
either tall or a mom.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen the
Well, a mom, yes, but almost every woman on Tinder is she's looking for a long-term relationship for some reason now. Tinder's gotten a little too mainstream now.
They got a new one called Mixer, but they don't have it for iPhone yet.
too.
Hinder?
Hinder.
Well, it started with Grindr, and yeah.
Right. I don't. You might have friends on Grindr.
Oh, I do.
I just remember one of the guys I worked with for a while. I was like, I'm on Grindr. Like, I'm just gonna.
Well, I was actually thinking
I'll
of
be
putting a
back in
profile
20
on
minutes.
Grindr just to see to compare, because gay guys love me, so I just wanted to get the attention. But it was so much of a hassle to set up. I was like, forget it.
Like,
I don't need this for a joke. It's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna do like a whole routine about how I can't get anything on Tinder, but on Grindr because I'm like, you know,
You're a bear.
I'm a bear.
Grindr,
I'm
you're
a
a
total
fetish.
bear.
You're a hot commodity in the
I am
gay
a hot bear.
community.
Absolutely. If I go to
Yeah.
gay bars, it's ridiculous. It's you laugh all you want.
No, I'm just laughing because I was getting hit by a guy. I went to a bar that was by me. They're opening. It's like one of those game bars.
Right.
Like, just like bar games, like
Yeah.
foosball and darts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was bullshitting with one of my buddies who worked there. And this guy's just staring at us, like waiting to get
is
in
this
the
the water?
conversation. Yeah. Just waiting to get in the conversation. And he's like, just licking his lips. And then he goes to the guy I'm talking. He's like, where'd you get that shirt? And my buddy's like, I don't know, online. He's like, it looks like it's from H&M. Like, and my buddy's like, dude, I gotta go. And then he starts talking to me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, I'm gonna go to the bar upstairs. Oh, I'll follow you. And puts his hand on my back and starts rubbing it. Like, I'm going. And I just grabbed a drink at the bar from my buddy.
Why didn't you tell him I'm not gay?
I don't know, because I just feel that I don't want to offend someone by doing that.
He's offending
You don't wanna
you by
offend
assuming
somebody.
you're gay.
Right.
Well, I went up.
Right.
Actually,
Right.
Why would it offend him that you are who you are?
well, I just zipped out as soon as he did that.
It's like, excuse me, sir. I am
Like, he
not
did that.
Gay.
I'm like, I'm no. And then I ended up getting a girl's number because
Yeah, but he never said he was gay.
I don't know.
I've had guys ask me if I'm gay. I say I'm not gay, and that's
Yeah,
the
but
end
he
of
never
it.
asked the question. So then if Dave goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gay, then it's almost like you're making the assumption.
No,
Yeah.
he was rubbing his back though.
He went like this.
But have you ever put that? Have you done that
joking.
on a
I'm
woman?
joking. I'm joking.
No, I've not done that in moves. Well,
You've never been a girl at a bar and started like,
Maybe he just saw something on your back and wiped it.
Yeah.
the first time that ever happened to me was my cousin's teacher in high school. Like, we were at a bar.
You were
and-
scarred.
No, we were at a bar when we were like out of college, and we ran into his teacher.
right.
And his teacher, like, he puts his hand on my back, like, I'm just like, oh, it's a pat, all right? And then he goes like this and starts moving it down. And I looked at my cousin, I'm like, we have to fucking leave now. He's like, okay.
Okay, that crosses the line. That's an authority figure. I get that. I can see why you were uncomfortable there.
Yeah.
Well, it was also, I was still like living in Cleveland at the time, so I didn't have friends like Julia taking me to gay bars going like, all right, we're going to go meet new people.
What's wrong with that? You ever do comedy in a gay bar?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's
now.
great.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying now,
Oh,
like,
I would love to do. I would go back to comedy just to do stand up at gay bars.
No, it's
you
just
are
fun.
my people.
I love gay men.
I'm well aware you do.
Oh yeah, here's the. Let me see the profile picture here. I've
pop
got
that.
Tinder on now.
Pop that and show it on
I'll
that
pop
guy.
it and show everybody. Hold on, I gotta. I just canceled her. I don't know who she is. Sorry.
I just like, it's so weird for me. I have issues like meeting people online.
This would be my profile picture.
Let me see.
But the reason I have this is I figure somebody.
Yeah.
It's a good picture of me.
Oh,
and I would say
no.
if somebody. I'm
No.
looking for somebody
What
that's a
is-
bit unusual.
Oh.
No, you don't like the other picture?
Oh, this is the
How bad is it?
worst. This is the most
Wait, I want to wait until
disgusting
Nikki gets in.
profile.
That's the most disgusting profile.
Yes, because you have like
God,
if I
I
was
want to see. Oh my
I
God.
think it's a good
I
picture.
think it's funny.
you look terrifying.
It's Halloween. What do you want?
They don't know that.
eyeing her.
No, look at it.
But he's goth.
Look at
Yes,
that.
I'm looking for a goth girl on Tinder. What's wrong with that?
You got
I
it.
think it's
You
cute.
can't have the picture somewhere. You can't
He's
have a
like
picture.
Santa Clown.
No.
Exactly. It was on Christmas.
No.
I'd say you
But
can't have a
no,
picture
no.
with another girl as
I'll
your
tell you,
profile
yeah,
picture.
yes. No, that
you
was
can't,
the foul
and you're
I was going to say.
kissing
That's
another
the
girl.
foul.
in
Yes,
your
I
profile.
figure. Yes, I wanted. Yes.
That is
See,
the foul right there.
To
They
anyone
think
who's
you're with another
swiping, that
woman.
means you're like trying
Well,
to
I'm
cheat
kissing
on
a
her.
clown. That's a little.
Each
that's unusual.
picture, you're with another
Girls
woman.
aren't that bright.
I just threw
You
a
look
bunch
like
of
you're
pictures out there.
obsessed with pale skin.
Well, I am
he's
obsessed
a
with pale
goth
skin.
comic.
That's the
Well,
whole thing.
He's an extreme being.
I am obsessed with pale skin. I absolutely
I
am.
want to redo your Tinder. I want you to be more obsessed.
Here it is. Redo it.
That is terrible.
Well, that's the profile picture that came up was the clown picture, and I was like, that's kind of a
You
cute
know you
picture.
can
I'll keep
change it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but the thing is, then they think you're with a woman and you're cheating.
I'm with a
Yeah.
clown.
Maybe you're a goth person.
Show the clown picture on date 5.
Okay, sure. Okay, so
It's like, so this is me with the ex-clown. Like after they've already sunk it, after they're already like hooked.
well, here's the thing. A lot of my pictures on that I have are pictures of me in makeup. So I'm trying to find a good picture of me without the makeup.
Okay.
First off, but I figured that's what came up. I was like, that's kind of a cute picture. I'll keep it. And then the other one, I just sort of like I was looking for a picture with me without makeup. I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah, you don't
I
want
figure
a
if a
picture.
girl's the kind of girl I'm looking for, that's a
Can't
vampire,
take
by the
that
way. The kind of girl.
I can't.
I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for somebody who has a
That's
sense of humor.
terrifying. That's
I'm
into
a
an
sense of
open-
humor.
Who's
Yes,
into like an
but-
open relationship?
It has nothing to do with open relationship. I not necessarily want that. I would like a serious relationship, but I want a serious relationship with somebody who looks at a picture of me kissing a clown and getting bit by a vampire
And
and saying,
laughs.
that's the kind of guy I'm looking for.
I am a little terrified of clowns.
Who's hitting you? Hitting you up on Tinder? Who's liking
Nobody,
you?
very few.
That's why she's gonna redo it.
That's why
They
I'm
need
just
a
like,
goth.
If
no,
anyone
they need a
wants
goth
their-
Tinder.
If
They need
anyone
a
wants
goth
their
If you're
Tinder
gonna- if you're-
profile
No,
redone,
there's goth dating sites.
No, but they need a goth
so
Tinder.
like J-Date.
Yeah,
you don't like those
no,
goth dating sites?
You know, it's they're
they're
not
not
as
as-
good.
they're not as
There's not as
convenient
many
as an app.
people. It's not many people. Like you'll find like 3 girls that are in your area, and you've already met all 3 of them. So that's not really doesn't really work.
Maybe you need to create the goth Tinder app.
Yes, Gother.
May-
Yes,
Gother. There you go. Gother.
yes.
Gender would
So-
get
no,
people
no,
confused if it was for redheads.
Even better,
or-
sadder.
Sadder. Sadder.
We're brainstorming.
I was gonna
Yeah,
go with
we're
I'm going to copyright that when I get out of here.
Sadder. Sadder. I like Gother too.
I think you might have better pictures than that.
slit up
Okay,
for
well, let me
yes,
see what
slit
I
down
have.
for no.
Slit up for yes, slit down
Right.
for no. They're not cutters.
Close enough.
Yeah, no, we don't want Cutter. That's
No,
that'd be a little more.
cutters are mentally damaged, not gothic.
Well, they could be gothic too.
They could be, but that doesn't tag them as a goth.
Right, but then again, if you're on a date with them, you've got some conversation because they'll tell you about their scars.
Oh, yeah.
There's always a story.
Best place to pick up makeup, that kind
Because
of
I
thing.
like the picture that you use for the bots on Facebook, but
Oh, yeah.
it's got makeup, so that's probably trying
Yeah.
to get something that's.
That would be cool, actually. I like that. I'll send you the photo that I found it from.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's,
like,
it's,
I
it's on
know
my
the
profile. It's one of my headshots.
You should take a picture of him right now with the mic. This is a good.
Yeah,
it
this is
makes
a
you
good
look
one.
professional.
I've got a good mic picture. You want to see?
I
Hold
mean,
on.
he has a radio show. He's got tons of them.
Yes.
Oh,
no,
awesome.
I have a couple good radio
He has
pictures.
his own show here at Skidrow
You want the
Studios.
Misfits on
Oh,
there?
Yeah, it's the Dark
Perfect.
Mark
Dark
show.
Mark show.
Yes, I do. Yes, the Dark Mark
think-
show. This week we're going to have it's a Halloween
Zombie
special
Lounge
this week.
singer, right?
Zombie Lounge singer Monty Revolta is going to be on.
Tomorrow night.
Yes, we're going to have Flibberty Gibbet on.
What?
Flibberty Gibbet, who is the zombie. He's the demonically powered folk singer,
That's cool.
and Dahlia from Dahlia's Dark Side, which
I
is on
love
Sunday nights.
Dahlia.
Okay.
So we're getting. Look at this one. This is a good. So this should be my profile picture on
Back
Tinder.
up. There we go. Log in with Facebook.
Oh, you're going to
That's
redo
good.
it?
That's good. It's either that one, and that's a nice one. But I think,
Actually work.
or I could use.
Which one?
But was that picture taken with your phone?
No, it's taken with somebody else's phone.
It doesn't. It just doesn't look very clear.
Okay, I've got a clearer picture. How about
There
this?
you go. You can do. This is the one she put together.
You got Tinder.
That's good.
Okay, you
That's
guys
a
like
good
this
picture.
one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
Looks
a
like
good
okay,
picture.
It looks like you're a
You look
professional.
charming.
Oh, okay.
You look sweet.
You look like you enjoy what you do.
That's
This
a
is
good
this is
picture.
my new Tinder picture,
You look
everybody. Look at that.
talented because you have a radio
Yes.
show.
And
There
then
you
you
go.
swipe, and then
I'd swipe left.
you swipe,
I mean,
and
right.
then, and then it's the clown.
it's the
Obviously,
first
I gotta
one.
take the clown picture out.
Okay, good.
But
Oh, wait, this is Swan?
This is the one she put together.
I want to see Swan's profile. Let me see this here.
Aw.
I made him look good, right?
Are these all stand-up pictures?
Yeah,
him,
they were mostly, I'm sorry.
him with a baby. That's always
They're
good.
mostly,
You always got to have a picture with a baby.
I got a good one of those. Watch this.
mostly stand-up.
I'm afraid of the ones you have with a baby. That is me doing karaoke with a baby.
I'm a stand-up comic, writer, radio host,
Yes,
Nerf
I am. This works
enthusiast,
to drink this way. I know
Pinterest
you're
chef
looking.
extraordinaire, and all that is man.
I wrote that for him.
I
thought
wrote
it was
none
funny.
of that.
If laughter is the best medicine, that I love to play Dutch.
Tell me that wasn't good. Tell me that's not. I came up with that. Tell me that's not good.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the woman in the mask right there.
I think I should coin that phrase. If laughter is the best medicine.
You're getting cute girls. They're swiping right on you.
I never have it on anymore unless
It's
I
just
get
because
really
he
hammered.
wakes up and he's so hungover he can't respond.
They're cute. So, do girls message you?
half the time.
Do you ever
Trust
message
me, I'm
them
shocked
back?
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of times I've never messaged a guy first. I won't. I'll wait till they
I
message
usually
me.
message first just because, like I said, I'm usually drunk when I'm like, oh, hey.
Yeah. Have you met up with anybody?
2. And the one was fun, but she was on her phone the whole damn time.
Really?
And she came back to my place
Pictures don't get cuter than that. Come on.
Oh,
see,
why
I
is that
see.
one not on there? And you got to write not my kid.
That's
Not my
adorable.
kid.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it is not my kid, but look at that.
That's adorable. That's
That should be on
I'm
there.
winking.
Well,
She's
that's-
winking.
That
Yeah.
is a Tinder picture.
I'd have to clear it with the mother, though. I'd have to.
You don't have to let them know about it.
Yeah, well, I don't think. Well, it'd be kind of weird.
If they're on Tinder, there's a
Whose
whole
kid is
different set
that?
of issues.
right, I'm sure.
Whose kid is that?
It's actually my niece's. It's my niece's wonderful,
look
beautiful
hot.
child, Amelia.
Oh, cool.
So it's yeah.
It should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That makes your approval.
She's an aunt. She knows.
So
I
what?
have pictures of kids on mine.
So really, and guys are still sending messages.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, black
I have
guys.
Oh,
a date tonight, and then I have another date. I'm going to go
Are
to
these all Tinders?
all Tinders.
Wow.
Are you just burning through Tinder?
No, I haven't met anyone from Tinder yet.
Wait, didn't...
I thought that's
my
why you met the black
ex.
guy.
Okay.
No. Oh no. I've been fucking the black guy since I was 24.
Is this the...
On and off. Shut. Okay.
What's the choking sign for?
So,
You know how you said you told me
my
everything?
ex, we started hooking up when I was 24, but
Right.
every time I get out of a relationship
it.
or whatever, because I have to have sex on a regular basis,
Oh, here's the
I
fallback.
Okay.
always go back to him because I like to be safe, and he's a for
He's
sure.
your fail safe.
Yeah. Well, I was super drunk one night when he comes over, and he made a comment saying I never give him head. I'm like, fuck it.
Wait a second.
Give you head tonight.
He's black. He doesn't give you head, right?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he
He's a rare breed.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he loves me. Like,
It's not called giving head.
but anyway, so I'm like, I'm gonna totally give you a head tonight. And then I just started going at it like I was like some
So when you get
fucking
sexy, you turn into
porn
a valley
star.
girl.
I'm totally making fun of myself from that night because it was bad. And then all of a sudden,
And I got a call the next day about all this.
Really?
all of a sudden,
It's
I'm
that
like,
bad, huh?
Because you transcribed the call.
I started going down and I threw up on his dick.
No, you did not.
But it wasn't a lot. I was hoping that like maybe I could, at the thought crossed my mind, maybe I could just go back down on it and like put the rest of it in my
No,
mouth.
you did not.
You won't notice. But then I'm like, that's disgusting. I just started laughing. And he was like, it's not the first time something's happened like that.
There was actually a procedure for it at this point.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
this-
I woke up my room and I'm like, I puked on his dick. I puked on his dick. I couldn't believe I puked on his dick.
Yeah, there's peas and carrots all over my dick all the time.
You asked for sex stories.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I can't see the person and not laugh when I see them now.
Oh, I know. It's pretty.
Oh man, if you're listening in right now, we're talking about throwing up on penises.
Oh,
with
that's
Julia.
very nice.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by kids in that.
I would never.
Well, you wouldn't be allowed
Julia
around that night.
Laventry and Dark
You would never
Mark.
what?
I would never message you if I saw that picture.
Oh, really?
If I see kids, I'm out.
Oh yeah.
But how do you delete these pictures? That's what I want to know, or adjust them, because I'm trying to edit my
All right.
profile.
What we do have one challenge though to figure out who's the winner. But Mark won the being early and on
Yes,
time
I won the
challenge.
We need
prompt
2
challenge.
Attaboy. We're just doing the one tonight. And then the challenge is, if you guys had in a horror movie, what's like the worst way to die in it? Like if you're going to describe the worst way to die in a horror movie.
So
Right.
you just go like that.
I'll
Okay.
think of a
Tap it.
tiebreaker if
Right.
I have to.
Right there.
What the
And
hell?
then,
The,
Sorry,
wor-
music. Challenge
your-
music.
the worst way to die. Okay, the worst way to die in a horror movie.
All right, heads or tails? Julie's the lady. She gets a pick.
Tails.
You want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
All right.
Okay, Dark Mark.
Smart.
I think the worst way to die in a horror movie. I always hate when, like when you get like an arrow through your throat, like in the Friday the 13th
An
movies.
arrow through your throat.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
All right.
Worst way to die in a movie. Oh, being eaten alive. Hate that. Hate that. Hate that.
By
hate
people
that.
or animals?
Like zombies.
By zombies. Yeah, being eaten alive. Oh yeah, terrible.
Which one do you think's worse?
I wouldn't want to be eaten alive. I think Julia wins that.
Yeah.
Like just the fact that you have to stand there and you're like, you're eating the wrong body part. Go lower, please.
See, you could live through an arrow. Like you'd be spurting, but like it's like you.
What if he was like eating your tits? You're like, don't take those.
Because I don't know if you
take
saw
those.
the premiere of Walking Dead.
Oh my
No.
God.
Some of those
Oh,
people.
I heard about it.
Oh my God. I was just like, just like,
See, now I
and
gotta.
listening to that noise while you're dying, you're like, no, and they're just like,
Can you eat while watching Walking Dead?
oh yeah.
Okay, well, so we need a tiebreaker real quick. So we're going to go rapid fire naming Halloween movies.
Oh, okay.
Who goes
Halloween
first?
or just scary films.
Yeah, because we're gonna go Halloween, Halloween 2,
Yeah,
Halloween 3,
it's-
No,
Halloween
no,
4.
scary horror movies.
Scary
horror
movies,
Horror
okay.
movies.
All right.
Okay, Dark Mark, go first since you lost the last one.
The Exorcist.
Basket case.
Frankenstein.
What's so funny? Purge.
This music's pretty scary.
Billy Dilly thought that was an actual thing.
Purge.
Scream.
Okay.
Insidious.
I actually know who's going to win this
Yeah,
one, to be honest.
I've got all the classics, and you got all the
No,
all
it
the,
doesn't
new, all, the
matter.
newer,
Just name 'em.
all the newer movies. Friday the 13th,
Oculus.
Night of the Living Dead.
Omen.
Now I got to think of a newer movie, but
No, just, you got to name
It's just
Ouija.
what that's a good one. Dracula.
Maniac.
American Werewolf in Paris.
Ooh.
American Werewolf in London.
Ooh.
American Werewolf in Tokyo. Wolf.
Nosferatu.
Ooh.
That
5.
Horizon. Horizon.
Four.
Event Horizon.
Okay.
That was a sci-fi movie, but
Sci-fi.
That was a horror movie.
Alien.
Alien 3.
Ah.
No, that's just a bad movie. That wasn't a horror movie, but
It was a horrible movie.
Resurrection's the only one I've seen out of those.
oh, really? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
And,
Keep
seen.
going. Battle.
Right, no, we're
Keep
we're,
going?
We're still battling. The Witches of Eastwick.
Dolls.
Dolls.
Not Valley of the Dolls?
No, there's
Yeah.
a
No,
horror
I know
movie called
that.
Dolls.
Right,
Yeah.
right. There's Frankenhooker.
I spit on your grave.
The Hills Have Eyes.
There you go.
The Hills Have Eyes. Let me see. God damn it. I'm drawing a blank right now.
5, 4.
Elvira.
Was that a movie?
That
There was a movie.
There's a
Okay.
comedy movie,
Go
but
ahead. It's fine.
Texas Chainsaw
There you
Massacre.
go.
That reminds me.
5,
Do,
4.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Dark Mark.
Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Nightmare on Elm
That's a
Street.
Christmas
That's a
movie.
Christmas movie. Dark Mark wins!
Oh, yay!
I'm surprised none of these dirty birdies over here said teeth.
Oh, I love that movie.
It is a good
I
one.
was waiting. I was like,
Teeth,
which
yeah.
one's going to say teeth? Which
I'm
one's going to say
still
teeth?
like, I did shrooms last night, man. Give me a break.
Your mind should be
vagina
expanded
grew.
then.
Clap it up for your winner.
Dark Mark!
Oh, thank you.
The lighter side of the dark side
The
takes
lighter side of the dark side.
Halloweeny.
All right. Julia, your restaurant managing. Any makeup stuff coming up?
Yeah, I just got booked. I'm going to be doing a Tornadoes TV show
Ooh.
all throughout the month of November and December. And
Sharknado.
I have a bunch of commercials lined up with Hawthorne Productions. So infomercials, that's me, people.
Congratulations.
Atta
Thank you.
girl.
That's awesome.
And Dark Mark, tomorrow night.
Go to gothcomedian.com. I've got a show on Halloween, and I'm doing my Halloween Dark Mark show tomorrow night at 8 with zombie folk singers.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, all sorts of crazy stuff. You'll love it.
Awesome. Thank you guys
Awesome.
very much for coming in.
And I'll be at Sardo's at my Halloween comedy show tonight. Get there. Swan, where will you be?
Someplace in Eagle Rock next week.
All right, guys. Thank you, Dark Mark, and thank you, Julia, for coming in. Happy early Halloween.
Thank
Happy
you.
early Halloween.
It was
Thanks
a
for having
pleasure.
us.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.